What's up, guys, and welcome to a new episode of Page Perspective. I'm your host, Mai Trevaletti. I have Joe Ecker and Matthew Spenning with me to
What's up?
talk about their
Hi.
short film they made for the student Emmys. Matthew, were you the director slash producer
Yes.
slash writer?
Yes.
Okay, talk me through to why you wanted to do a short film.
So, last year, the way I came up with this specifically illegal download was last year we were given the task to make a short film, and I really wanted to come up with something, but I couldn't think of anything, and so I stared at the wall for a while, and then for some reason I thought of this. I don't really know why. I wish I could give a better explanation, but I just thought, oh, kid downloads song illegally and is paranoid about it the entire time. Obviously, I changed some things, but so then, they didn't want to do it, but I'm glad that we didn't do it last year or else it would have came out really bad. But when we were tasked to do a short film this year, I thought I'd give it another shot, and yeah, I thought it came out pretty good. And I wrote the script, and yeah.
Cool. So, can you explain what the short film is about?
Right. So, I don't want to give anything away, but basically, a kid pirates a song, which is illegal. But it's more of like a harmless crime, or I guess you could say maybe it isn't, but for the most part, harmless. But he is insanely paranoid the entire time, and yeah, that's basically the basis. Is just an absurdist comedy, I guess.
It's just funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's
It's
very fair.
hmm
So, how long was the filming process?
So the filming process. So I wrote it probably the end of January, and then we started filming it. I mean, it basically took us a month. All of February we were working on it.
And Joe, how long did it take for you to edit?
2 days.
Yeah, we made him cram it all.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well, basically 2 nights, but
right.
Obviously, with the whole month of filming, there was bound to be some stuff that you obviously didn't get to, or you had to cut it out. Was there any specific scene that you wanted to shoot but you didn't have any time?
no.
I feel like we did all of the shots that I wanted
Yeah.
because I was so tired of not doing the shots that I want to do and other stuff. So I was just I'm just gonna do all of it that I want to do and I'm going to do.
Yeah, I wanted so badly to not do the theater pan.
Right. The theater shot specifically was very complex.
Because we had a
but
ton of people waiting on us, and we were
Mhm.
trying to go fast.
Thank God for the Ronin, is what
Yeah.
I'll say. If we didn't have the Ronin, we couldn't have got any of these shots. But
Also, the idea to cut the clips together.
okay,
Right.
now I will say actually the one idea that I did really want to do, and we couldn't really do it because it was just too hard for the amount of time that we had, was to implement red and blue because kind of police lights. So basically what I wanted to do was either have the people that he was around in the shots where it was reality wear red, and then the shots where it wasn't reality wear blue. So in the theater shots, the theater kids would wear blue or whatever, or vice versa. Or maybe even, if not that, then just color it that, have a undertone of blue or undertone of red. But that was just too complicated. And if we tried to color grade it like that, the people at the Emmys would probably just think we were horrible at color grading and just kept changing the tone of it. So yeah.
Did you guys have any funny moments? Because I can kind of tell that you guys are pretty close.
Yeah. So we got probably my funniest friend, Connor, to play my friend in the film, which I knew would be fun. And I hadn't seen Connor in a while, so it was cool to reconnect. But
One
yeah,
funny
it was-
moment was whenever he tried to microwave the Tupperware.
Right, no, that was real. He actually tried to do that. That wasn't scripted when he says, well, I told him to say it after because I was like, yeah, that'd be funny. But he really tried to. He brought sweet and sour chicken and actually tried to microwave it, and it was in Tupperware. And so I was like, yeah, just add that line at the end, that'd be funny. And it's actually my favorite line of the film now, to be honest. So yeah, anytime with him was pretty funny. I'd say.
I can tell.
I like that, yeah.
Are you guys thinking about taking any of this to college
Yes.
or is this?
Yes.
Yes, I'm planning on doing that. Yeah. So I want to go to film school. I feel like it'd be cool. But then again, if I don't do film and I have a film degree, then that's just useless. So I have to pursue film if I get a film degree. So, wish me luck, I guess. And Joe.
Joe, you want to comment on that?
But the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it works out. Or maybe we'll be like homeless and making really garbage videos. But at least we'll be doing what we love.
State Farm commercials.
If it doesn't turn out to be like short films or movies or whatever, I'm cool with doing like commercials. That'd be sick. Or music videos, anything like that.
Sounds fun. Can you give us any like teasers about future projects that you have in mind?
Okay, so I will say yes. I have 3 other scripts, maybe 4, but 2 that I'm really, really hyped on. I can't say what they're about, but I'll just say
Give us like the basis.
I'll
of it.
I'll just say like look out next year or maybe even this summer we might do something, but
The reason we
it
did
wouldn't be attached to school. I'd have to get my own camera.
the reason we did this one is because it was the easiest out of all of those.
Right.
The other ones are pretty complicated to shoot.
Right.
We had to make it complicated.
And this one we could use school equipment on, and I was fine with it being
Yeah.
attached to that. But yeah, I'll just say bigger and better things to come.
All right. Were there any like specific challenges that you faced? Were they really big, or did they kind of impact like how you did the film at all?
It seems like we had a lot of challenges.
A lot of problems.
Yeah, a lot of things just kept going wrong.
Right. So
Didn't someone quit or something?
Yes.
yeah. Well, okay. So the first problem was originally we were gonna have Noah do all the camera work, but it ended up just being Joe who did the majority. I'm not saying that Noah didn't do anything. He did do some camera work, like in the intro and the ending, and he helped with the theater stuff. But his sister got COVID, and so he was out for like 10 days, or maybe even it was like 2 weeks. I'll just say, like, we were underprepared. We should have tested out more stuff before we started shooting, like the audio equipment. Like, we didn't know, like, this was our first time using the Blackmagic, and so we didn't know how to, like, connect the boom to it. And that was going wrong, and we just couldn't figure out the audio, and we had our actors there for too long. And then Jonathan quit on us, but I understand because, again, like, we were having issues and still, like, toying with equipment while they were there, and he was just there to shoot it. And it took a lot longer than expected, but yeah.
Fair.
Nothing went right.
You're not-
Nothing went good.
You're not holding any grudges for Jonathan then?
No, we're actually
Yes.
Where is he? We're actually arch enemies now.
Duly noted.
No, actually, like the day he quit, I called him later to help with homework. So
Is there anything else you would like to talk about regarding the filming process or something that I didn't get to?
I'll say the way, like, the inspiration for, like, the directing is me and Joe watch a bunch of movies, and especially, like, in the past year. And so I feel like I wouldn't say steal. I combined, like, all these different directing styles and made, like, my own shots that I wanted to do for it. And we basically had a very similar vision on how we wanted it done, I feel like. And that was important. And then also, like, small details like the fonts that I chose, which is, like, such a small detail, but it had to be right. I basically just stole the 2001: A Space Odyssey font, but we won't talk about that. Anyways, I feel like it fit perfectly. And I tried out so many different fonts, but that was the one that I felt was right. Joe, you have anything else you want to comment about?
We also stole some stuff from The Shining.
Yeah, we
Like
did
what?
still. Well, that song.
Oh yeah, when in the theater when the song starts
yeah,
playing.
Like
Oh,
reverse
right.
crash.
Matthew Matthew said that he was always imagining The Shining music, so I just
Yeah,
added it in
and-
there for fun.
Well, because we couldn't find a sound effect that worked better or anything else, so we just thought,
Yeah,
we'll just use it.
it's just The Shining.
Choose The Shining, not.
And now it actually isn't from The Shining. The Shining just used it.
Yeah.
You know, but and yeah, I will say, I did use a lot of pans and like some crash zooms, and that's another thing. Like I wanted it to feel like the pacing, like when he was frantic, I wanted the shots to feel frantic, like pans and zooms and motion. And then when it was more relaxed, it's still shots. So like in the morning, there's more still shots, and in the like when he gets home and deletes the song, it's finally still. Because even the shot when he's running up to delete the song, it's still another pan, and it still feels a little frantic. But then once he finally sits down to delete the song, it's all still shots. And then the ending, I won't spoil the ending, but I'll just say it isn't still. It's not as still. Okay, maybe that spoils a little bit, but we won't talk about that.
Well, thank you guys for doing this. This has been really fun.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Maya Trifoletti, and I'll see you next time.